Contempt of court. That's one phrase you never want to hear in front of a judge. It basically means you've disrespected the court's authority, maybe by ignoring an order, missing payments, or flat out refusing to cooperate. And depending on the judge's mood, that could mean a fine or even a trip straight to jail.
24 CR 1000, the state of Texas versus Arley Champagne Weaver. That's you. You are charged here with this third-degree felony of having a prohibited substance in a correction facility, namely methamphetamine. So you are looking up to 10 years in prison for this and a fine up to $10,000. This was a initial hearing. You have posted bond in this case. Your attorney is Mr. Adams. He is not here, so I'm going to do all the talking, okay? I don't want you saying anything without talking to him. As a condition of bond, all defendants with conditions of bond or have the same conditions, don't commit a crime. You're subject to drug testing at any time. And I've drug tested you today here, and you know you failed. You've got methamphetamine as well in your system again. And it's obvious that you have a distinct problem. You were caught with methamphetamine, according to this indictment, back in December in the jail. You were released and you're back on methamphetamine. So you got a problem with me.
Whoa, the judge isn't mincing words here. Throw you in jail isn't courtroom poetry. It's a real possibility. What did this defendant do to end up in a contempt hearing? Let's just say, when the court gives you an order, ignoring it is a fast track to regret.
What's your bond? Your bond is $50,000. Plus, your bond is revoked, it's $50,000. Plus, you must have a drug patch at all times. And we're pretty serious about methamphetamine. And you are free falling right now. And yeah, you can shake your head all day long because I deal with people like you all the time. And a third of my cases are drug cases. And everybody's in denial. But you just tested positive for a felony offense. Yes. That's a felony offense on my watch. Don't interrupt me. You get to speak if you want. And
All right, switching gears, new case on deck. And this one's got some serious stakes. Meet Arley Champagne Weaver, charged with bringing meth into a correctional facility. That's right, drugs in jail. You can't make this stuff up.
You take a strong position on it. And your bond will go up until it's $1 million or more. You keep doing that. And spending money. Somebody is going to spend money. But it's going to cost, and it should. Because while looking at up to 10 years in prison, you have now committed another crime of illegal possession of methamphetamine, which we're going to send up to the DA's office. They're going to get this information. And another case will probably come down the pike on this. When it's in your system, you've got possession of it. And these are scientific tests. So we will tell your attorney and tell him what the situation is. But once again, if you post a bond and you're out, when that drug patch comes back positive, if it does again, it'll be $500,000. I'm going to do it on a tenfold amount every time because you're free falling, and we're going to fix the mess. If you don't want to fix it, if you're not really caring about your well-being and your future, others are. But you're not only a danger to yourself, you're a danger to others. And you know that. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And you're looking at me with, I can't believe it's not butter. Don't act amazed. You know what your situation is. And you need to fix it.
Oof, that's strike two. The defendant just tested positive again, and the judge isn't having it. Remember, failing a drug test while already out on bond is like poking a bear that's holding your future in its paws. Brain collision. Here's what's happening legally. A failed drug test can mean bond revocation. Basically, your temporary freedom just expired.
And only you can do it. All we can do is motivate you. But everyone is accountable for their actions and their decisions. And methamphetamine is a bad choice. It doesn't do any good in helping you become independent and living a life that is productive. And when you're caught, it's a crime, and it's a serious crime. It's a felony offense. Anyway, do you understand what has happened today, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Can I speak?
Ma'am?
Can I speak now?
If you want to.
Yes.
Your attorney is not here. I would advise you not to say anything. She takes everything down, but it's a free country. You have a First Amendment right to speak if you wish.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, I went to detox and
To what?
I went away to detox. Went to the bondsman, went away to detox. And when I got out, the only place I've had to live is a place that had drugs in it. That doesn't mean I use, and me and my bondsman have been very transparent with that. I've been waiting for an opening at Sober Living. I've documentation.
You know what my
of all
advice would
this.
be? Why are you there and staying in that environment? Because it's going to, even if that were true, you're around it. It's going to get in your system, and you can't convince anyone that I'm not directly using it. You have to distance yourself from that. You have to distance yourself from it, but it's your choice.
Yes, sir.
And I can't tell you how to do that,
Yes,
but
sir. That's why
just like my choices, I stay away from that.
Yes, sir. That's why I've been waiting on a bed at Sober Living.
Well, what do you mean? You're waiting. Why can't you do it yourself?
But I'm not using, sir. So,
No. Why can't you live somewhere else? You say this is.
This right here, classic Judge Stevens moment. Harsh, but not heartless. He's laying down tough love, reminding the defendant that recovery starts with personal accountability. Question for you watching. Do you think judges should show this kind of compassion, or is tough talk the only way to get through? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Getting into your system by other people you're living with? Is that your excuse?
no, I'm homeless. That's the only place I have
Well,
to
find
live.
some place.
That's what I'm doing.
What are you doing about it?
A lot.
Tell me, what are you doing?
I have made calls every single day. I've done a lot. That's what I'm saying.
What is your trade? Do you have a trade?
Yes.
What do you do for a living?
I do flooring and design businesses.
I'm sorry, that's all around. Why can't you get a job working with some subcontractor in flooring and design around here? They're building homes. They're building businesses.
What is that?
Look,
Yes, sir.
it's not a
What is
debate. What does a job have to do with it?
That's what I'm trying.
Get a job is my advice to you. Get independent. Don't be living off the street. Don't be dependent upon other people's mistakes.
Yes, sir.
That's what everyone is held accountable to.
Yes, sir.
I've lived a lot longer than you.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. The key is this. You stay out of trouble, you get an education, trade, and you work.
Yes, sir.
And trouble doesn't find me, and I don't find trouble. And it's not hard. All right. That is all. Thank you.
And that's a wrap. Another day, another hard truth in Judge Stevens' courtroom. What's wild is how he flips between stern authority and almost fatherly advice. Moral of the story? The system gives chances, but if you keep rolling the dice with meth or contempt, those chances run out fast. If you think this judge handled it fairly, hit that like button. And check out our next clip where a defendant's apology takes an unexpected twist.